Fiki, Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation of the Federal Republic of Somalia, my fellow Cabinet Secretaries, Honorable Ministers from the Federal Republic of Somalia, Principal Secretaries present, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, greetings to you all. Mr. Minister, before I go too far in my remarks, let me take this opportunity to first of all acknowledge the presence of my colleagues who are here. I'll start right here. I have Honorable Duale, the Minister for Defense of the Republic of Kenya. Next to him is Honorable Rebecca Miano, Minister for Trade and Investments. Next is Honorable Machogu, the Minister for Education. And further down is Honorable 𝐂𝐻𝐿 𝐕𝐢𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬 On behalf of the government and the people of Kenya, I would like to extend a warm welcome to Your Excellency and the distinguished delegation of the Federal Republic of Somalia to Kenya. Our presence here today testifies to our joint belief in realizing the value and unlocking the full potential of the cordial relations between Kenya and Somalia, an indication of the strong fraternal bonds which continue to reinvigorate our bilateral relations. Honorable Minister, Kenya has a very special relationship with the Federal Republic of Somalia. This is not only because we share a common border, but also because we have a strong and enduring partnership that has stood firm since our two countries established diplomatic ties in the 1960s. We therefore continue to enjoy warm and cordial relations deeply rooted in a shared history, a common socio-cultural heritage, a shared border, and commercial ties. Our bilateral relations are driven by goodwill and the determination between our two governments and people to work together towards enhancing and expanding the scope and breadth of our relations. In this regard, Kenya remains keen on fostering good relations with Somalia in all areas of mutual interest to advance the socio-economic development of our two countries. Your Excellency, may I take this opportunity to once again congratulate the Federal Republic of Somalia for joining the East African Community, having deposited her instruments of ratification of the Treaty of Accession on 4th March 2024 in Arusha, Tanzania. This demonstrates commitment to the promotion of good neighborliness, economic development, and stability, emphasizing the desire to address challenges through a collaborative approach in the region. Your Excellency, in keeping with a common desire to forge close cooperation, our two countries established an elaborate mechanism in the form of the Joint Commission for Cooperation to facilitate cooperation in many areas. For Kenya, this Joint Commission is one of the most robust bilateral cooperation arrangements. Since the last JCC and several high-level engagements, I appreciate that both countries have made strides in implementing a number of resolutions. For Kenya, we appreciate that mutually beneficial economic ties and investments flow between our two countries and the foundation for mutual benefit and integration. I wish to acknowledge with appreciation the resumption of Kenya Airways commercial flights on 14th February 2024, and the Somali Civil Aviation Authority's approval for KQ's request for 2023-2024 winter season schedule of freighter flights commencing on 9th February 2024. I also appreciate efforts made in enhancing cooperation in the fields of security, capacity building in the field of health, through training of health professionals and the training of police officers. Your Excellency, the third session of the Kenya-Somalia JCC therefore serves to not only intensify but also solidify our bilateral ties. I wish to applaud the efforts made by both delegations in convening the third session of the Kenya-Somalia Joint Commission for Cooperation and work done in the last 3 days. I am informed that discussions were intense and were conducted in a cordial and friendly atmosphere. Dedication by technical officials to address issues amicably cannot go unnoticed. Their efforts indeed underscores the continued efforts made by both countries to further strengthen cooperation at bilateral level for the benefit of our people. And my colleagues, I can testify that when it comes to negotiating with our brothers and sisters from Somalia, it's not a joke. In so doing, they have set the parameters on the conduct and promotion of our bilateral relations. This is very important because the teams were able to finalize discussions on 3 bilateral instruments in the fields of political consultations, education, and defense, although there's just a little left, which Duale and his counterpart will finalize. I am confident that the resolutions arising out of this session of the JCC will serve as motivation for the finalization and signing of the pending draft instruments, as well as an inspiration to further solidify bilateral cooperation for the mutual benefit of the people of our 2 countries. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, I reiterate Kenya's commitment to cooperate with Somalia. I will assure you of my support and that of the government of the Republic of Kenya and readiness to engage on various matters to bolster our relations. Thank you and asante sana.
Secretary for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Diaspora Affairs of the Republic of Kenya, honorable ministers from our brothers Kenya, honorable ministers from Somalia, Excellency, ambassadors, senior official delegates, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Honorable Minister, let me introduce, as you may introduce it to your ministers, to Somalia minister's side. When I call the name, the minister should raise his hand, at least to others to know. Honorable Farah Abdul Qadir, Minister of Education and Higher Education. Honorable Abdullah Ismail, Ministry of Internal Security. Honorable Minister Jibril, Minister of Trade. Honorable Minister Ferdowsa Usman, Minister of Transport. Honorable Minister 𝐒𝐿 The last Honorable Minister Ali Ifia, Deputy Minister of Fishery. And Ambassador, everyone knows. Honorable Minister, allow me to extend immense sincere appreciation through you, Your Excellency, to the people and government of the Republic of Kenya for the warm welcome extended to me and our delegation upon our arrival in Nairobi. Today marks a significant occasion as we gather to discuss matters of mutual importance, guided by the shared vision of enhancing cooperation and fostering stronger ties between our two nations. Somalia and Kenya have a long-standing history of bilateral relations dating back to the inception of both nations. It is an example that distinguished presence of His Excellency 𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐵 𝐕, the Prime Minister of the Federal Government of Somalia, whose visit underscores the importance we place on deepening the bonds of friendship and collaboration between our countries. This event not only underscores the strength of our bilateral relations, but also demonstrates our mutual commitment and eagerness to fully utilize each other's resources. Today's proceeding will be marked in history, highlighting our willingness to collaborate, exchange and harness the potential of economic integration to address issues like politics, economic and social development, security, movement of people, and among others. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, while Somalia is still in the process of recovery, it is gradually reclaiming its position on the global stage and achieving significant milestones, including advancements in governance, security and democracy, the lifting of arms embargo, debt relief, and finally joining the East African community. These accomplishments have been made possible by the commitment of the federal government of Somalia and the support of our partners and friends, including the Republic of Kenya. Somalia aims to further enhance its development cooperation globally and particularly within the region, to explore untapped opportunities for the mutual benefit of both nations, in alignment with the principles of Pan-Africanism and the Agenda 2063 of the African we want. In conclusion, Your Excellency, I extend my gratitude once again and assure you of the Federal Republic of Somalia's unwavering commitment, eagerly anticipating further engagements in the near future. Asante sana, and thank you very much.
Get our ambassadors to come with the ministers.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we conclude on this significant gathering, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you for your unwavering commitment and invaluable contributions throughout the proceeding of the Joint Commission for Cooperation between Kenya and Somalia. This momentous occasion marks a pivotal step forward in the journey towards enhanced collaboration, understanding and mutual prosperity between our two nations. The discussions held over the past days have underscored the importance of fostering robust diplomatic ties and reaffirming our shared commitment to addressing common challenges while harnessing opportunities for collective advancement. Again, I extend my sincere appreciation to the government and people of Kenya for their gracious hospitality as our host country. Furthermore, I commend the senior officials delegation from both Kenya and Somalia for their dedication, diligence, and spirit of cooperation demonstrated throughout the deliberation. Your tireless efforts have laid the groundwork for concrete initiatives that will undoubtedly yield tangible benefits for our respective nations and the broader region. Your Excellency, let us carry forth the spirit of goodwill and collaboration that has characterized our interactions. Let us remain committed to building upon the foundation of trust and understanding established here, as we work together towards a future defined by peace, prosperity, and mutual respect. In closing, I wish to express my optimism for the continued success of our joint endeavors and reiterate Somalia's commitment to fostering enduring partnership with the Republic of Kenya. Thank you once again for your unwavering commitment and cooperation. May the bonds of friendship and cooperation between Kenya and Somalia continue to flourish in the days ahead. Asante sana, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mburu. Your Excellency, the Minister for Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Somalia, colleague ministers from Somalia, and my colleagues from Kenya, and all our technical teams present. First of all, just to say congratulations to all of you for bringing us up to this stage, and looking at the deadlines you are giving yourselves, it means that there will be no sleeping, because the time frames are very tight, but I think that's a very good thing, because it reflects the commitment from both sides to make sure that we can quickly finalize these arrangements and MOUs so that our people can benefit from our partnership. We look forward to smooth and speedy conclusion of whatever is pending, so that we can have the quick action that is required and expected by our citizens. We also once again want to appreciate that as we sit here to conclude this, we also have the presence of the Prime Minister of Somalia in the country. And he's not just going to participate in this process, but he's also leading a high-powered delegation to the Fertilizer Summit that is going to take place in the next few days in Kenya. We really appreciate that you have come with all the strength that shows that our partnership is good and is going to grow. So with these few remarks, I just want to say thank you, and we look forward to further cooperation. Indeed, on a lighter note, but also which shows that we can work together and we can come to agreements, is that Kenya is looking for the position of the African Union chair, and Somalia is also looking for that position. And I'm sure with this kind of cooperation, we shall find a solution so that we all come out as joint winners under this exercise. So thank you so much, and we wish you the very best as we move into the next phase. Thank you.
ubadkoo yaraanta lagu bara asluubtiyo asaaskiya tacliintana asaagood ma gaaraan ee orod oo horay u gaar meta tutoring macallimiin hormuud ahoo aqoon heer sarraysiyo ku hubaysan waaya aragnimo ayaad ka heli meta halka aad ku nooshahay adoon ka habsaamin hagaag ugu toos oo hab online ah wax uga baro meta tutoring waa iskuul habaysan loo hanaanshay si weyn hubaal weeye warkaygu ee halkaas ha moogaan meta tutoring waa iskuul online ah oo casri ah wuxuuna carruurta ka caawinayaa casharada guriga ama homework hadduu yahay Kenya system, British system ama American system. wax kasta oo ardayda ku adag si fudud ayaa lagu bari loona fahansiin grade 1 ilaa form 4. waxaa sidoo kale carruurta laga dhisayaa quraanka kariimka iyo culumta islaamiga. Cashay iyo Cabdow calaalka daaya oo carruurtiina la gaaraha idinka cajabiye. wixii faafayntaasi dheer kala xiriir nambarka shaashada ka muuqda.
shacab yahow boqorani waa bishaara maante guryihii batay marka ay baratameen waxa buuga galay oo bilic looga haray guryaha ay dhisayso shirkadda Farjano Apartment Limited. haddaba baleeg dhismaha ugu bilicda roon haddii baadigood guri aad ku jirto ama baahi weyn aad u qabto waxa inoo balan ah dhismayaasha ay gacanta ku hayso shirkadda Farjano Apartment Limited ayaa idin diyaarisay guryo aad u qurxoon oo dhismahoodu ay yihiin dhismihii ugu dambeeyay dunida. shirkadda waxa ay ka dhisaysaa guryo kala duwan xaafadaha kala ah Islii, Juja'e, Pangani, California iyo Parklands. waxayna mashruucan ka hirgelinaysaa caasimadda dalka Kenya ee Nairobi. guryaha ay shirkaddu dhisayso ayaa ka kooban 4 qol iyo fadhi, 3 qol iyo fadhi iyo 2 qol iyo fadhi. guri walba waxa u diyaarsan parkingkii gawaarida. waxaad ka heli doontaa adeegyada asaasiga sida wiishashka. guri walba waxa uu leeyahay ceelkaasi oo daboolaya baahida biyaha. ha ka reebin kaamirada CCTV-da taasi oo la soconaysa dhaqdhaqaaqa amniga iyo adeeg waardiyo 24 saac. sidoo kale waxa intaas u sii dheer motorka korontada, nadaafadii goobihii jirdhiska iyo halkii ay carruurtu ku dheeli lahayd kaama iyo xarumo kale oo diyaar kugu ah qaar ka mid ah guryaha ay shirkaddu dhisayso. wixii faahfaahin intaasi dheer kala xiriir lambarada shaashada kaaga muuqdo